The Jets' focus over the first few days of the free agency cycle has mostly been on the big-name, outside stars, and rightfully so. General manager Mike Maccagnan has made some major moves that should help improve this team. But at some point, he's going to have to make some lower-profile decisions to flesh out the roster and piece together a team with strong depth at every spot on the field. That includes figuring out which members of the 2018 team he should bring back and which ones he should let walk. Here's a look at the Jets' current in-house UFAs and what Maccagnan should do with each of them, based on the moves he's made so far. NFL free agency, 5 key questions still facing Jets as 2019 offseason build continues, salary cap space, NFL draft plans, more. New York Jets general manager Mike Maccagnan has made some big moves in free agency, but his work isn't done. OLB Jeremiah Attaochu. Jets start of 2019 season, 26 analysis. Attaochu was mostly a depth piece last season, though he did add 2 sacks in his 11 games. Still, the Jets should be adding more edge rushers in the weeks to come, if not via free agency then with the No. 3 pick in the draft. The lowest lever edge guys on last year's roster should be the ones that the new top-end talent crowds out. Verdict, Goulby Brandon Copeland. Jets start of 2019 season, 28 analysis. Copeland was a solid if unspectacular rotational OLB for the Jets. His playing time fluctuated throughout the season and he should not maintain a large role going into 2019. The Jets need to upgrade, but keeping him as a depth piece would be wise. He has some value. Verdict, Stag Dakota Dozier. Jets start of 2019 season, 28 analysis. Dozier has never really blossomed after the Jets used a 4th-round pick to grab him in the 4th round. But he's a decent enough backup and the Jets are woefully short on offensive line depth right now, so someone has to stick around. Verdict, Staleb Neville Hewitt. Jets start of 2019 season, 26 analysis. Kevin Pierre-Louis is already gone, meaning the Jets are down an inside linebacker. They pick one up in C.J. Mosley, but that move could incentivize them to try to move Darren Lee. In other words, there's a good chance the Jets are going to need bodies as backups at this position. Verdict, Stit Benahalanage. At start of 2019 season, 30 analysis. Ijalana just missed an entire season due to injury and will turn 30 just before the year begins. Unless they can bring him back for a very minimal deal, there's probably better options to be found elsewhere. Verdict, GOWR Jermaine Kearse. Jets start of 2019 season, 29 analysis. Kearse had a brutally disappointing 2018 season and the Jets have since signed 2 wide receivers. Jamison Crowder will be one of the top 3 wideouts while Josh Bellamy provides depth. Deontay Burnett, who emerged last season, should be able to chip in when needed as well. At this point, Kearse, and the salary he'd require, isn't necessary. Verdict, Goulby Josh Martin. At start of 2019 season, 27 analysis. Martin effectively missed all of 2018 due to concussions. While the Jets do need help on the edge, a guy who just missed an entire season probably isn't necessary, so long as the Jets hold on to Copeland and can keep Frankie Louvu productive, too. Verdict, GOWR Richard Matthews. At start of 2019 season, 29 analysis. Matthews couldn't have had less of an impact with the Jets last season after his mid-year acquisition. He had 2 catches in 5 games. A total non-factor. Verdict, GOQB Josh McCown. At start of 2019 season, 40 analysis. This decision may not be entirely up to the Jets, since McCown is contemplating retirement. He was a valuable mentor for Sam Darnold, but proved in his few games as the spot starter that he really isn't a particularly effective quarterback anymore. Even if McCown comes back to play, it's probably best for the Jets to find a different backup quarterback. Verdict, GOAT Steve McClendon. At start of 2019 season, 33 analysis. Ideally, the Jets would probably love to find a younger option at defensive tackle. But they're very short at the position right now after cutting Mike Penna loose. McClendon isn't exactly a star, but he was an effective run stopper last year. The Jets would be well served to find someone else to start in the middle of their defensive line, but bringing McClendon back as a backup and mentor could be useful. Verdict: stays Rontez Milasage at start of 2019 season. 30 analysis: Miles is mostly a special teams ace. The Jets just signed another one of those in Bellamy, but have also lost two in Terrence Brooks and Pierre Lewis. They can't afford to completely dismantle Brant Hoyer's unit, which was ranked number 1 in the league last season. Verdict: stay below Powellage at start of 2019 season. 30 analysis: Powell just missed the back half of 2018 due to a neck injury and is on the wrong side of 30. Add in the fact that the Jets just landed a workhorse running back in Le'Veon Bell and he is very expendable. Verdict: good Brent Cavalli at start of 2019 season. 28 analysis: Cavalli was brutal last preseason, when he was constantly exposed by opponents' pass rushes. As much as the Jets would probably prefer to not let two offensive tackles walk, Cavalli simply isn't effective enough to justify keeping any longer. Verdict: GOWR Andre Roberts age at start of 2019 season. 31 analysis: forget age, Roberts is coming off a first-team All-Pro season in which he was almost certainly the league's top return specialist. That's worth keeping around, even if the Jets do have other, feasibly return options elsewhere on the roster. His skills bring serious value on special teams. Verdict: state Neil Sterling Gage at start of 2019 season. 27 analysis: the Jets carried 4 tight ends last season, but that's an atypical setup. Odds are that they'll only carry 3 this season. Chris Herndon is a lock as the no. 1 tight end, and Jordan Leggett is only entering year 3 of his 4-year rookie deal, so it's worth keeping him around on the cheap. What the Jets really need out of their third tight end is a strong blocking presence. Sterling is more of a pass catcher after transition from wide receiver a few years ago. Verdict: stay Matt Stypulkowski may be reached at mstypulkowski@newadvancemedia.com. Follow him on Twitter at m_Stypulkowski. Find NJ.com Jets on Facebook.